Good morning. It's Leanne Peters here. It feels like it's been ages since I've been in and it's only been 3 days. Oh, jeepers, the time is really warping up, isn't it? Good morning. I'm Leanne Peters and I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to pull some cards and to share some guidance for Thursday and Friday. I see my phone thing is reflecting here. I think I usually am outside, but there's quite a cold southerly wind. So I decided to sit inside, but I think the sun usually is more over to the left. So I don't usually have such a reflection, but that's okay, whatever. Anyway, welcome to you. I'm coming to you live from Tasmania, Australia. It is Thursday, the 4th of January here, and the time is 8:08 a.m. Good morning, Lisa. So, welcome. If you're new to watching, what I'm going to be doing is using my combined Speed of Light Oracle cards with my Animal Kingdom Oracle. And I'll be using this combined deck of 110 cards to find the best cards that the majority of us need for Thursday and then for Friday. And then I'll pull a theme card. I'm not pulling cards for individuals. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason. And I trust that something shared supports you at this time. So I recommend that you take on board what does feel right and what does resonate and what fits into your life easily, and let the rest go. I also want to send out a big extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light members, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. So, let's get started. Hi, Ria. Hi, Joanne from England. Welcome. So, let's look for the best card that the majority of us need now for Thursday, the 4th of January. So Thursday the 4th, the best card is this. It's a Speed of Light. And it's this, the Yogi. The Yogi is card 32. And he says, epiphany, learn, lead, and comprehend. So first of all, understanding something. This is usually the penny dropping, you know, the light bulb moment. Aha, I get it. Now I see why that happened, or why I had to do that, or why this occurred. So, or why I have this idea, why this synchronized up. So it's like it drops in. And this is what we tend to be looking for when we're going, when we drop into the depth energy. So with the depth energy, the deep energy that calls us deeper and calls us inward, it calls us to understand something, to figure something out, to work something out, to get a new level of understanding and comprehension about something that we've been going through, or something that we're feeling, or something that's happening or not happening in our life. When we're trying to make sense of things is usually where when we're dropping into that deeper energy. So this card's also talking about learning and leading. So there is a teacher-student energy here. Some of us may be considering what our role is as teacher or leader, and what our role is as student, or that person that's learning. Because I feel that the teacher is always learning, and maybe the student can also be the teacher in some informal way as well. So what are you being called to learn? What are you being called to lead? And how are both of these things connected? Because if you're being called to lead, then you're probably also being called to learn. And if you're being called to learn, then you're probably also being called to lead in some way, or preparing for that. So it could be quite interesting, this card, especially if you're thinking about learning something new, or you're thinking about stepping into a role as a leader or a teacher of some sort. So that's our energy for Thursday. So it probably means there's going to be things coming up, things at the forefront, things that we're contemplating, things that we're learning about, and it could be moving into a formal setting for learning and a formal setting for leading, or it could be quite informal. We might be curious about something that we want to step out and learn, or discover a bit more about or do some research on. So we have the internet here at our fingertips, which can be very helpful to gather information. So that's the energy for Thursday. Probably call us deeper into ourselves. So let's look for the best card for Friday, the 5th of January. Friday the 5th. And the best card, good morning Renee, hi Maria. The best card for Friday the 5th is this. It's a Speed of Light Oracle, and the card is the Orca Whale. Card 28, Living Your Purpose. Living your purpose. So there is an energy coming in for Friday, and this is probably likely coming off the back of the energy of the card that I just spoke about, the Yogi. Is that depth, that calling to depth, that calling to sit with, that learning and leading, or the teacher-student energy, if that's something we've been doing lately. I know I certainly have been, like quite literally. Or if you're looking, if you've dropped deeper to contemplate and maybe you're conversing with other people to really try and figure out something, to try and further understand something, that calls us deeper inward. And it feels like that call to depth and what we discover from that call to depth that we might be feeling now, or especially around Thursday, is ultimately going to then pull us out of the depths, like the whale that calls us down into the deep parts of the parts within us, and then the whale then comes out, which is what I feel with this particular card, is the whale's coming out and breaching the waters now. So something that we've been mysteriously, quietly, perhaps digesting or chewing on for a little bit is probably going to come up to the surface on Friday, which is a good thing. So this is the understanding, the information that we've gathered, the insight that we've discovered coming up to the surface now. So coming up into our life, into our life itself, where the playground of our life, where we can play with it and use it and see how we can bring that insight into our life for our life's betterment or our life's improvement or our improvement with our life itself. So this is highlighting purpose and a sense of purpose that some of us are probably looking for. It's probably tapping into that connection or that energy of learning and leading, or teaching, teacher and student energy. There might be some of that that's connected for some of us as we bring our purpose to the surface. So bring it to the forefront, bring it into our consciousness, bring it into our awareness, if you like. This is also reminding us about living and finding our purpose on a regular daily basis. That, you know, let's be careful that we're not putting some pie in the sky dream out there that we think is what our purpose is, and we're it's like a great gap or a great distance between where we are now and that dream. If we can break our dream down into doable goals and doable steps that are more possible, where the gap isn't so wide, then we can probably proceed or move towards that achievement, or achieve those little milestones in a more fulfilling way, rather than feeling that, oh my gosh, the gap is so far. So how can you bridge the gap? How can you make, how can you bring that gap or bring that space into doable steps that will help you feel more fulfilled and more like there's more meaning and purpose for you in your life? That's what the Orca Whales, a lot of the energy of the Orca Whales is bringing forward for Friday. So living your purpose. And maybe you're living your purpose more than you realise. So let's also be careful that we're not disconnecting ourselves from our life because we have some fantasy about it being something other than what it is. It is what it is, as we tend to say. So if we're not happy with how things are right now, what can we do to shift or bridge that gap so that we can get more 100% committed and involved with our life itself? So there are our cards for Thursday and Friday. Welcome everyone. I trust that they support you for the next couple of days. Don't be fixed on the days. The days are a guide. It's the information that's most important. So just keep that in mind. So thanks for joining me. I am going to pull a theme card in just a moment. Before I do, I want to thank you for joining me today. So thank you very much. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you'd prefer to connect more privately, then please send us a message through our website. So I have my next online classes coming up, which is the Card Reading Club. If you'd like to join us for the Card Reading Club, where we play with our oracle cards or our tarot cards or whatever cards you've got for an hour once a month, then you're very welcome to join me for that. That's happening next on Friday the 12th of January. It could be Thursday evening or afternoon for you. And then my next online art class, we're going into part 3 of a 5-part self-discovery series. You can join for all of them or 1 or 2. It doesn't matter. You don't have to come to all of them. We're exploring through self-discovery the element of water this coming session. So our next online art class is also on Friday the 12th of January. So check those out on my website if you want to. And you can learn more about my cards and just the work I do in general here at Temple of Balance on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. Okay, let's see which is the best theme card for us. The theme card will help us see the bigger picture here and help bring Thursday and Friday together for us. So the best theme card for the majority of us for Thursday and Friday, the 4th and the 5th of January 2024 is this. It's a Speed of Light. And it is Healed, card 34, Healed. It says, golden light wounds, blocks and dissolve. This is an opportunity for us over Thursday and Friday to shift out of some stuff that we've been carrying, perhaps from our past. So our past could be last year, but most likely further back from the last few years, or even earlier in our life, where we might have some things triggered and some things coming to the surface at this time. Maybe showing up as ailments or issues with our physical body. So there might be a connection between issues that we're dealing with in our body, health-wise or physical-wise, and past issues. So things may be stirring up at this time, issues and things happening in our body. So what we've been encouraged to do is really find the courage to look at these parts of ourselves, physically, emotionally, mentally, and the issues that we've been carrying. They're like burdens, like we're a pack mule, carrying burden after burden after burden from our past. It might be time at this time, or favourable Thursday and Friday, to really look at those burdens and take the packs off. Take those loads of bags of bricks off your shoulders and stop carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. See if you can clear the load there so you can start the year afresh with as least amount of burdens as possible. So burdens, I suppose, can be like responsibilities as well that we have in life. And these might be current burdens that we carry, you know, our responsibilities for our children or people in our care, for example. That is somewhat a burden to carry, but it's a responsibility. So let's build our strength to carry that responsibility that we have to look after our children, for example. Or other burdens that we might carry through our workplace that are our responsibilities. So responsibilities are something we're trying to, I guess we're wearing them proudly, perhaps in some ways, or there is, I'm not really sure what the words are here, but there feels to be like, I feel like an honour in some ways for carrying these. I mean, life is full of responsibilities. Life is full of burdens in some ways. But what other burdens are you carrying? So there are going to be burdens that we carry, but let's carry them through. They are a part of life. I'm talking really about the extra burdens that you're carrying. The worries and the concerns that you have about things that probably aren't things you need to worry and concern yourself about. Maybe there are burdens that you carry from the world and, you know, the drama and the chaos in the world that you feel is your responsibility. Do you need to be carrying this burden, this weight of the world on your shoulders? Do you need to be carrying the burdens of your past? So we carry enough burden in our everyday life just with the responsibilities and obligations that we have to fulfill as part of life's journey. So try and make sure you're not adding to that by adding extra stresses and adding extra pressures and putting too much pressure on yourself to be someone, some amazing superhero when, you know, we're all just human. So let's stop putting the pressure on ourselves. Let's stop burdening ourselves. And I feel the next couple of days will be opportunity for us to really sort out our responsibilities and our burdens. What are you feeling weighed down by? And do you need to be feeling weighed down by that? If you don't need to be, if it's not your responsibility, then see if you can put that aside and drop that burden, drop the pack. You know, if you imagine yourself as a mule and you're packed and packed and packed, loaded with a household full of stuff all over you, and you're just so weighed down and so overwhelmed by this. What can you do to unpack this and release these things? Carry the things that are a part of your life, the responsibilities that are part of life's journey. You're not going to be clear of all responsibilities and all burdens, but you can choose the ones that you bear and the ones that you carry. And if your legs are weak under the weight that you're carrying, then this is a great time to do something about it. So clearing those things, getting perspective, shifting. Healing is change, healing is growth. So what can you let change about yourself? What can you let grow in you? It's hard to let things grow if you're weighed down by the world here on your shoulders. You don't need to carry all these burdens. So let go and see if you can allow yourself to strengthen so that you can grow and deal with your responsibilities that you are subject to, that you are responsible for. Deal with these things nobly. And, you know, as part of what life is. But don't add extras. And if you are adding extras, let them go. That's what I feel very strongly from this card today. Let's let go of our added burdens and pressures. Life is stressful enough, so let's stop adding more things. That's what I feel. So thanks for joining me today. Have a great couple of days. I might be back later, either today or tomorrow, with a spirit guide drawing video. I'm not sure if I'll do it live or just do a recording and share this sped up time lapse of that. I don't know yet, but anyway, I'll be back soon with that in the next couple of days, and I'll be back Saturday to pull some more cards. So thanks for watching. Have a great couple of days, and I'll see you soon. Bye.